All right, folks, we're headed to Unplugged Performance today. We're going to be doing a bunch of things. We are currently in Anaheim, California, which is Mickey Mouse's home out west. So we met with Mickey last night, and we talked things over, and I think we got it all figured out. So yeah, we're going to head to Unplugged. A lot of cool things I'm going to show you in this video. Range optimized wheels. We're doing it all. Let's go. I was living on burgers and fries, now I'm down to a smaller size. Raising Claw? Is that a rip-off of Raising Cane's? Get that battery warm, baby. It's a little slow there. The vision I've had with my Model Y for a long time is to mold it after a Porsche GTS model. So the GTS model has a lot of enthusiast bits, but isn't the most powerful. And you know, I don't quite want it to be a performance model because I want to have the comfort. And today we are going to complete that build with what I do to the car. So I think that's going to be cool. So still on our way.
So Julio's our tech, Farron's our tech, and
Okay.
Nathan's around here somewhere is also our tech. So they're kind of all be jumping on and off your car today. As you can see, we always have the Teslas, and then we also have our bulletproof sides. Occasionally there's a GTR. Coincidentally, there's two today.
Yeah, I love that this is like where the soul of Unplugged started, like the traditional enthusiast path. So it's really cool to see this and then to what it is now and having the records with dark helmet. All right, folks. This is very exciting for me. These are forged, unplugged UP03 wheels. Satin Titanium is the color, 20 inches. So my goal with everything that I've done to my Model Y, anything I've done previously is OEM plus. And the goal is not to make this a track car or anything like that. This is to make it perfect for the canyons. We may go to the track. Eventually we're going to go to the track, but ultimately I want to maintain or increase the efficiency. I want to keep the comfort of the car. I don't want to be using wheel spacers and things like that. So the UP03s has been a dream wheel of mine. Oh my goodness. So to give you an idea, now you can see my arms. I'm weak, okay? I'm holding this wheel with one arm. The factory 20-inch induction wheels weigh 32 pounds. This weighs approximately 21 pounds. Just by putting these wheels on, you're saving about 50 pounds around your car. So we'll do some 0 to 60 tests and see if we can improve it. I have the acceleration boost. My best time is 4.19 seconds. And I don't know if this is true, but I think you can get paperwork from Unplugged where if you or your wife curbs them, immediate divorce. So I don't know. We'll have to verify that later, but let's check these out. Oh my God. It's like looking at my firstborn. Jeez. So some details we want to look at here. Engineered for Tesla, unplugged performance etched in, forged monoblock. It's incredible how light this is, and then just the attention to detail, unplugged performance. Now, Unplugged has lots of wheel options. They have the UP02s. They have these are the Flug Plats. That's named after a section of the Nürburgring where the car jumps up and almost bottoms out. And you can see right here, Unplugged with the BBS logo, just to show you how serious they are in the partnerships they have. So those are the wheels we are putting on. Now, to maintain quietness and efficiency, we're also gonna go with the Hankook Ion Evos, which are engineered specifically for EVs. They have the foam on the inside. So that's what we're gonna wrap these in. Now, there's several other boxes here. This stuff is all unreleased, but I will have that in a later video in a few weeks. So we have some really exciting things, but main thing today is to get these wheels on, test them out, and see how they look on the Model Y. This center cap is forged aluminum, just like the rest of the wheel, and it's a double O-ring. So if you're taking this to a track, a lot of times they will have you remove that center cap, but in this case, you're able to run it. So just more attention to detail with the UP03s. All right, so the next thing, the other thing I'm able to show you today is these rear camber billet arms. Incredible quality design. These are lighter and stronger than the factory ones. These also give you the adjustability to get rid of that negative camber in the rear of your Tesla. I talked to a guy the other day when I was getting tires on at a tire shop, and I was like, yeah, the Model X, like it really gets that wear on the rear tires. He said, every Tesla he works on, regardless if it has an air suspension or not, gets that wear in the back. These are around $420 and potentially going to give you more life out of your tires. So this is an incredible product and something that even if you're not really into tuning your car, you don't want to put wheels and all that stuff on it, it could actually save you some money down the road. So we're going to be putting these on today. The other thing to note about these wheels, a lot of people say, oh, it's expensive, I can get these things at Pep Boys. I get it, but also these are the things that are separating you from the road when you're going 80, 100 miles an hour. Oh, I know you guys go the speed limit, so 65, okay? The other thing is if you do take this to the track, a lot of companies, they will not warranty it if something happens. If you hit a pothole, if you hit part of the curbing on the track, these are warranted, and the only UP03 wheel to date that's come back bent or damaged is the one downstairs that Randy Popes when he got in an accident going up Pikes Peak. So that's the level of support and again, the R&D and a company standing behind their product and saying, look, we know this is a well-built wheel. We know you're paying a lot of money for it, but we're also putting a ton of R&D into it. And again, that's why I wanted to work with Unplugged Performance and putting these on the car. So I also have been continually testing different wheels, different sizes, different tires, and I'm going to be creating a database to show how does this compare to the 20-inch induction wheel? How does it compare to the 19-inch? I'll talk about the comfort, and then we'll have the efficiency test again to the best that I can do it out in the real world back in Arizona. So a couple cool things, again, attention to detail, I love this stuff. So I open my door, you can see the door opens right up into a rubber stopper right here on the lift. It's a cool little thing. And then they got chargers right here, so your car, and it's attached to the lift. So if they lift it up and I'm plugged in here, it'll still be charging as it goes up and down. So just paying attention to detail, I love that type of stuff. And we're just going to, for lowering it approximately an inch, our goal is to make it as neutral as possible. Yeah. Eliminate that negative and uneven wear.
For right now, we're just gonna follow what this is, the length of this, and then once we get to the alignment rack, we fix it.
Oh, wow, cool. Yeah, so they can do all that type of stuff here. Cool.
And then in there, when it's in there, we just adjust this, and that brings the arm in or out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how, if someone had never done this before, what would you say the level of difficulty is, like 1 to 10? You gotta pull the wheel.
On a camber arm?
Yeah.
Not that difficult, honestly.
Yeah.
I'd probably say mid-level.
Yeah, kind of straightforward, but just having the confidence to get in there and do it.
These are 21, so you just loosen the nut, take the bolt out, take the nut off the bolt, that comes off. Then you check the length on our arm.
Right.
And you just pop it back in.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty simple.
They look okay.
And there we are. Camber arm right.
Very simple looking piece compared to this other one.
Right. So that's how we get the measurement of trying to zero out how camber sits.
Yeah.
Just from shortening this or lengthening it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the way we double check is we'll offset it. We'll put one bolt in. And put the other bolt in on the other side. And it does, see, it's pretty much set when you ship it out.
Oh, nice. Okay. So there's not much tinkering.
Yeah, there's not much you have to do. It's enough to get you to like an alignment shop.
Yeah.
To get it perfected.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the alignment shop won't need to mess with this.
Well, you won't have to mess with it. The alignment shop will fix this to get your camber straight.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. With the stock piece, they can't do anything to the rear. It's just what it is.
No, it is what it is.
Okay, so that's the advantage.
Yeah. This is what's going to give you a straighter alignment, more tire longevity.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we were kind of saying. In a way, it pays for itself.
Yes.
Over the long term.
Exactly.
Is there a specific torque setting or just tight?
Yeah. So it is 85 foot-pounds.
Okay.
For the 21s.
And that's for 3 and Y?
Yes.
Okay.
Warm. There you go. Cool. And we leave these loose, obviously, because we're going to go straight to the alignment rack.
Okay.
But if someone else at home would do it, then you would tighten these up.
Just tighten those up.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, so we got the wheel and the tires here sitting together. Hankook Ion Evo All Seasons. These are built specifically for electric vehicles. You can see on the inside here, we have this foam to help reduce road noise. And then these treads and everything were specifically designed for EVs. The lack of the engine sound and everything, you want to reduce the cabin noise as much as possible. So these should be very comfortable. It should look great on here with the extra offset pushing it out. It should be a very efficient tire. That's kind of why I chose this, and we'll be doing some testing, range testing, and everything with it. Big of a deal, but yeah. So a unique part about this that I like about this tire that I didn't know till just now is there is a little bit of a lip here that gives you some protection if you were to potentially curb it. I just like that there's more concavity with the way this lip sits up and then the rim sits behind it. So I like that about this tire as well. Road force was 6.
Road force is
Ooh, or sorry, whatever that number is.
very low.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's the moment of truth. Man, that looks good. Holy cow. Wheels mounted, balance, camber arms are on. We're now going to do an alignment. I recently had the alignment checked on the car. They said it was dead on. So I'm interested to see what they get here. Hopefully it's the same story, but it just looks incredible. And then driving, it's going to be great. So man, I just can't believe, like, it's kind of hard to imagine. Like, before I owned my Tesla, I was going on Unplugged site and like checking out all the stuff that they offered. So to now be here and working with them and, you know, giving me this access to film and stuff is really cool. And I'm definitely appreciative of that. So thank you guys for watching the videos to get me to this point. But yeah, let's do the alignment and see what we get. So as he's doing those adjustments in the rear, it's actually updating right on the computer so they can check it in real time. So it's pretty impressive technology. They're bringing the car down off after the alignment. Still a little bit of negative camber in the front. There's really nothing we can do about that because the camber arms aren't adjustable. But since we put the rear camber arms that are adjustable in the back, you can see it sits flush, it sits perfect. So we're gonna get that really even wear when rotating the tires because it is a square setup. So yeah, it just looks great. And the precision and care of each and every part of this process that they took, I really appreciate their help. Yeah, look at that. Just sits really nice and flush.
If we did a new alignment, we wanted to reset the applied offset.
Oh, that's yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, see, just another like attention to detail. Resetting the camera because it sits lower now.
And the alignment, the EPC, I think it's called, or the steering angle.
Here we go.
Yeah, the steering angle of the steering rack. It resets it, that way it finds, if there's an offset, it'll find a new offset.
So the new wheels and camber arms are on and it looks incredible. Again, these things only weighing 21 pounds. You can really feel it in the steering, it's a little bit lighter. More importantly though, is the strength of them. The only ones they've known of being bent are the ones that Randy Pope's wrecked going at a high speed up Pikes Peak. And that just gives me a lot of confidence in the product. And then on top of that, doing the alignment that they did, this car drives totally different. I was getting like kind of, I don't know, I was getting kind of bummed out, and I think there were two issues that I had. One, I was running on the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, very firm, high performance tire. I just didn't really want that, especially for a road car. And this is a Model Y long range, it's not the performance. Putting these hand-cooked tires on these wheels, the car's running very efficient, and the alignment that they did, I didn't expect the car to drive totally differently. So Unplugged really did a nice job. I was like, hey, my steering wheel is aiming a little bit right. They adjusted all of that, they fixed it with the alignment. They did road force balancing. It's the highest level of attention to detail. And then the look of it, especially on this background, it's beautiful here. The look of it is incredible. You can get these in satin black, chrome black, and then this is the new color, Satin Titanium. And I think you can get basically any color you want. If you want like a red or blue or paint match, kind of like Porsche paint to sample, they can do that for you. You just have to let them know what you want. The camber arms especially, I think is like kind of the MVP of this trip. I didn't expect to be as excited about the camber arms as I am. And you can take those into any alignment shop and they will know how to adjust them to get you set up just right. Overall, the car looks great. I highly recommend the UP03 wheels. Again, they have other wheels you can check out on their website, but the build is coming along and I have something really exciting coming for you guys that I can't talk about yet, but it's coming. Let me know what questions you have and I'll make sure to answer them in the comments below. And if you want to see one of my road trip videos, click this right here. I think you'll enjoy it.